The gaming world has been blessed with yet another tactical shooter, FragPunk. But as we've seen a few different times, it is not easy for a new FPS to stick. So, what makes FragPunk different? What sort of assets are they using to set themselves apart? And most importantly, will it last? But the thing is, when it comes to live service games, it's hard to tell. I mean, there was some people who thought Marvel Rivals would fail, and Spectre Divide was going to be the next big thing. We've seen how that turned out. My point, it's never obvious if a game like this will succeed, but you can try to predict it by looking at these 5 crucial aspects of a new game, like FragPunk. The art style, timing of release, gameplay, content on launch, and most importantly, what the game does different to set itself apart. So how does FragPunk measure up? The art style for FragPunk I could only describe as graffiti punk. At least that's what comes to mind when I see it. If it's an accurate description, I don't know. I'm not an art major. But what I do know is it looks great, and it is perfect for a new game, mainly because it's recognizable. So whenever anyone sees a clip or a trailer, they will know for a fact it's FragPunk, which is important for a new game's success. I mean, you don't want anyone mistaking the game for one of its competitors, right? And as flashy and unique as FragPunk's art style is, the game will not have that issue. Now, the often overlooked aspect of a game's potential success is its timing of release, because newer IPs can easily get overshadowed. A few examples: Horizon Forbidden West, a good game, was completely overshadowed by Elden Ring that released just a week after. Or a more recent example, Spectre Divide, which looked like it would have a strong start, but was immediately forgotten about because of Deadlock's decision to start giving players access to the alpha. I mean, it even stole Shroud from his own game. It's clear the timing of release can really make or break a game. So how is FragPunk faring? I believe it's in the clear. It doesn't have the greatest timing, because there have been some massive releases, but none that compete with the same player base. So now, how's the gameplay looking for FragPunk? It's shockingly smooth. I really thought with all the insane mechanics that are in this game, it would be clunky, but it's not. And as a new game, that's an important feeling, especially on launch, because you need your first impression to be good, especially if you're competing against games like Valorant or CS. If you want me to describe exactly what FragPunk's gameplay feels like, it's a faster pace tactical shooter, at least at its core. The content on launch is another important one, because even if you have the greatest gameplay, a solid release, and a memorable art style, if the players have nothing to do, they'll just leave. It's as simple as that. They need content and goals to occupy their time. May that be a ranked mode, a battle pass, daily challenges, and even characters and skins to unlock. A new game needs substance to survive, and FragPunk seems to have the minimum requirements needed. There's a battle pass, there's characters and cards to unlock, and a ranked mode. Everything you'd like a new game to have on launch. Nothing more, nothing less. Finally bringing us to arguably the most important aspect of if a game succeeds. What does FragPunk do different? How does this game set itself apart? Because if it has nothing, it will be doomed. Forever referred to as a clone, knockoff, generic brand of whatever game it's trying to compete with. But luckily, this is where FragPunk excels because of its unique card system. At the start of each round, both teams are given 3 cards that you can purchase. These cards having a variety of effects, changing the rules and mechanics of the game. From making you a literal 5-head, to the louder you scream into the mic, the faster you move. And that's only a fraction of what FragPunk's card system has to offer. The system's nice, because each round feels drastically different from the last, adding a welcome variety to the gameplay. And as if that system wasn't enough, FragPunk's tiebreaker system is revolutionary, forcing each team to run the ones for victory. FragPunk has more than enough to set itself apart. So, will FragPunk last? Yeah, I think it's pretty likely, which is surprising because when I first saw this game, I didn't assume that. I genuinely thought it would go the way of Concord, but this game has some extremely unique ideas that I believe might carry it to success. It's not as guaranteed as Marvel Rivals was, but as a completely new IP, this game has a good chance. I'd definitely recommend you try it out at the very least. I don't know if it's the next big thing, but it is absolutely fun. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
I need a way to fix on my heart, but there ain't a bandage to cover these scars. Keep using my kindness, 'cause that's who you are.
Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh reference. You sold me. This game is absolutely peak.